Hey, what's up? We are back finally after a little break.
Yeah, what's up, cool cats? Did you miss us?
It's been a crazy few months.
It certainly has. I have a very busy schedule now, busier than before, but
And for me, I've basically been at work at least 16 hours a day, even on my off days. So, unfortunately, I had to step back, not only from this show, but from my comedy, from my real estate as well. But it's October, things are starting to look up.
happy October 1st. I am
And-
celebrating with my Beetlejuice shirt and my super gothic
Cute.
And
Halloween season. It's Halloween.
We're starting right out, October 1st with the show.
Yes.
October,
good luck.
whatever that Friday is, October 19th, I believe it is, coming back to comedy, and it's going to be hosting at Governor's Little Room.
Super
That's
exciting.
going to be a lot of fun. It's another Butera show. I believe Rich Walker's the headliner.
Oh,
It's
nice.
my first shot hosting, so come on down and support that. November 5th, which is another Friday, I'm going to be in the main room at the Broadway Comedy Club in Manhattan
Hello.
with headliner Chris Roach. So things are starting to look up.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. So, and, you know, while we were on our break,
We
you
were
know,
on
we
a
took
break.
a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Is that a Friends episode?
we
were on a
yeah,
break.
We were on a break.
We were on a break.
You know, we took a couple of weeks to reflect as well. I know you were busy, and then we decided we wanted to try different things with our show, and here we are. You know, we're at a new home.
I'm really
We're
excited.
open for new things.
Yeah, I'm
and-
really optimistic. Everything, I feel like once we took our break, everything started to kind of work out and roll into place the
Yeah.
way it feels like it should.
Yeah.
I picked up more days at RC Dugan, so if you guys want to visit me, I'm going to be working
I will
Wednesday
visit.
nights. Please.
Okay.
Wednesday night is wing night,
Oh,
and
there we
Friday
go.
nights we have the DJ.
You said wings.
And then, and then we rotate Sundays. So Sunday day for football, if you guys want to come hang. I'm going back to real estate school, so.
And then once you get out, I should hopefully be able to go back because I'll have some backup in that.
Yes, so, you know, all good things.
But
But
if you-
turn into a
if-
real estate job.
Yeah, so if you do have real estate needs, come see me because I could still hook you up and refer you out until I actually take the reins myself again. So, what have you done during the break, T?
Me? Mom stuff, you know, like focusing on my family and what I want for our future and what I want for my future and how I can provide, basically give my daughter the best life and still be myself. That's a big thing. Making sure I can be myself, not lose myself as a person while being a mother and a
Right.
wife.
I relate to that very
So-
strongly.
Now,
Not at all.
over here we have Jen, who helped us out when we were doing the show. One of the weeks you couldn't come, she came on and was a co-host for us. We had the Better Half podcast on.
Miss those
Part 2 of
guys.
that.
Miss
Yeah,
those
we'll have
guys.
those guys on again too. They're a lot of fun. And so we actually wanted to interview her. We had you scheduled, but unfortunately things didn't work out. But now
No,
we're back.
fortunately.
So
Perfect
we
timing.
put you right on top
Yeah.
of the list to have you back to interview you.
Perfect.
But before we get into that, there's a lot of craziness in the news, and I know normally we don't discuss topics like this, but I have to bring it up. JWoww and Roger put in for divorce. I know the whole country's torn over it. It's bittersweet because now is love real?
Say it as a truth.
If those guys can't make it, is love real? I mean,
I
you
don't
know, it was bad enough when Ronnie and Sammy broke up, but you know, this is just.
What about, okay, so I don't really follow Jersey Shore, sorry.
Me neither.
Don't ask me too many questions because I really don't
But the
either.
one thing I did see somewhere is that Ronnie is losing his baby or something. Like the girl
Yeah,
wants to
apparently,
take
like
the
in
baby
real life,
away.
like they fight all the time, and
Well,
you know,
of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, who would think when you're a professional
Who would think?
partier?
When you're a professional drama queen.
Yeah. But
Drama doesn't work out well for people.
no,
No.
you know, it's a tough life because they were famous for
How is it a
basically
tough
getting
life?
drunk.
They became famous by just being drunk idiots.
Right,
And
but
by
now
arguing.
that's what
Yeah.
they have to do.
No,
That's what they're known
the
as.
last thing I heard was that Snooki or whatever her name was doing just fine.
Yeah,
she has
they're
like
doing it
doesn't she have
right.
like mommy books out or
Is she
something?
still with her husband?
Well,
I don't
they-
know. I don't know.
I believe so, and they tried that show, but really the one major success from there was a guy who was a success beforehand was DJ Pauly D. I don't know
Okay.
about relationship-wise, you know, not that, but he was a successful
He's got a
businessman
relationship with hair
before,
gel.
and now he's extremely successful
Yeah.
I mean, those guys have more money than professional Hollywood actors.
And Situation, I was
Actresses.
watching, what is it, the roast of Donald Trump or the roast of Shaq or something last
Yeah,
night?
he's got some real
and
major
Situation
issues
was
too.
on there.
Yeah,
They were making fun of him on there.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I just
I'm
figured.
surprised they're still relevant.
Oh wait, Snooki was a wrestler at WrestleMania 27. Thanks,
No
Larry.
way. She was a
JWoww blocked
wrestler?
you, Larry. What'd you do? How'd you get JWoww to block you?
I feel like
JWoww,
that's like an
wait,
accomplishment.
JWoww blocked
actually.
Larry, like our improv class,
Our
Larry?
Yeah.
No way.
I feel
Larry
like that's
Mormon.
an accomplishment, though. I feel like that's.
And speaking
oh,
of
wait.
which, Larry just started his own. Well, he has a bunch of podcasts to begin with.
How many does he have? Like 25?
But now he just. Yeah, I think so. He got another one more, talking more wrestling, and it's his
Oh.
own wrestling podcast, which is
And I
good.
went to
That's
my first
cool.
wrestling show Saturday night.
And too bad
How
we
was
didn't
it?
know about it.
It
Well, I
was
couldn't
the
have went
best thing
anyway.
ever. I smiled the entire time. Anyone that knows me, I don't smile the whole time. I'll
It's fun.
smile a little. I was like, ah, ah. I was like laughing so hard the entire time.
You got to take it for what it is. If you go in there expecting realism, it's
It
not
was
real. But
great.
it is entertaining. I know guys that did that on a professional level
Yeah.
and local level, and I always had fun going. I
That's
used to
how I'm
go
gonna
with
intro my
Charles.
new-
Charles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we went
Oh,
to.
I didn't know
a couple
that.
Let's go.
matches,
Let's
That's
go in
awesome.
November.
yeah. If I'm off, I'm there.
Yeah. I'm going to get the dates. There's once a month. I'm like very committed to going. It was at New York Wrestling Connection in Deer Park. So October 20th, I'm probably shooting a movie. But if I'm not shooting a movie and for some reason that doesn't work out, I'm not going to get into that, then I'm going. October 20th.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll try to make a thing out
Shout
of
out
it. We'll,
to
tr-
New
we'll
York
try to
Wrestling
get
Connection.
Larry and Frank, if you guys want
Yes,
to come.
let's do it. Let's do like wrestling
I'm gonna
nights
sit
once
that
a
one
month.
out
Let's do
for
that.
you guys.
You're gonna sit it out? Why?
See, have you gone?
It's so
No, I
cool.
haven't gone.
You gotta
go,
try it
you
at
have
least
to
Only,
go.
once.
I went to a
You have
midget
to go.
wrestling, and that was the only thing I've experienced.
This
you
is
have
good.
to try it at least once.
And they
was
called
well
it
done.
midget wrestling.
Yes, it is. They were going to do it in
well done.
Mulcahy's,
Just for an
but
hour.
something happened. I don't know if it was over the title
What
or.
day is it? Do you know? What day is
October
it usually?
20th. I don't know. I just know it's once a month.
If it's a
You,
Saturday.
you let me know what it is.
I
and
will.
If
I'm
I'm
gonna
off,
send you
I'm-
I'll
all
go
the
just to
dates,
hang
and they're
out.
going on my schedule.
V, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
going to wrestling
I'm a
if I'm
little
off.
obsessed with wrestling now.
Tony, you ready for this?
Y'all ready for this?
But also, before we get sidetracked and lose ourselves in the show, I want to say we have a new sponsor coming on.
Yes.
We will be getting old sponsors back, especially day 3. They're just going through some issues right now with legalities in Ohio. But right
Works
now,
made.
we have Kayla Logistics. We'd like to welcome them. And I'm just going to read this out real quick. Kayla Logistics, where your business is our priority. Moving products you could use every day across the country and around the world. Contact Frank Zambuto for all your domestic and international logistic projects. Frank has over 20 years experience working with many name brand companies in the apparel, cosmetic, as seen on TV, and electronic industries. For trucking, air, and ocean cargo on all 7 continents, all you need is one solution. To all Cool Cat listeners, just mention our show, and Frank will offer a free cost and transit time analysis for all your cargo.
Very cool.
When cost and time matter, we deliver. Frank Zambuto at Kayla Logistics, where your business is our priority. And Frank, obviously I know him. He's my cousin. And let me tell you something. As far as salesmen go or businessmen go, and I'm not saying this because he's family, but honestly, he's the best I've ever seen. He'll sell you your own stuff, and
what?
you'll be proud you bought it.
I'm not family, and I could tell, like I know that he's a good salesman and that he is trustworthy.
Yes. And I don't know if you know what's going on with the tariffs right now, because is it good, is it bad? Nobody really knows. Frank knows. So if you have any questions about tariffs, is it a good thing, is it a bad thing? It depends. It depends on where in the world it's going, if you're going out, if it's coming in. So again, contact Frank Zambuto. The ad should be showing. Again, that's Kayla Logistics, 182-17, 150th Avenue, Jamaica. And the direct line is 347-536-3933. Again, that's for Frank Zambuto. So now that we got that out of the way, what's going on, Jen?
What's going on? Well, just living the life, man. We're here. What's going on?
I want to say
A lot.
how thrilled I am to meet you finally. Very
High five. Very
Not-
nice.
Very nice. Not my best high five. I apologize.
Not our best.
for
Yeah, it
that.
was my
That's
problem.
right. But
I miss you. I give really shitty high fives.
I'm very proud of my high fives. That was like little.
I'm gonna switch to just slapping people in the face. That's
You know
my
what? But I
thing.
might like that, so it might.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a whole
That-
different show.
That might work out better for you.
Where you go,
yeah.
bam, bam. What's up?
But yeah, you co-hosted with Dennis when I wasn't available, and I was like upset that I wasn't there to just meet you and hang out with you. I feel like we're buds. 'Cause
Better
I've heard
now.
so many wonderful things about you.
Well,
so
I
thank you for
promise to
coming
disappoint.
on.
No, I'm just kidding. No.
And I know you have a lot that you do too, and we
Yeah.
really didn't get to focus on you because we had the Better Hair Podcast guys on. So
All
today
good.
is all about you.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
we want to talk
God.
about you, your projects, anything you want to bring up.
Yeah, all
I
right.
see you have
I
your
wanna
life
hear
with
everything.
Jenna
Yeah,
G.
I figured out my way
Do you
out.
wanna
I
start with
bring
that?
it- Yeah, so this is like 1/7 of my guidebook. So I have a guidebook for your optimal moods, immunity, energy, and aesthetics from everything from arthritis to abs and chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia. I
Help
haven't
me
cured
out with some
cancer.
chronic fatigue stuff.
That was what I went through back in 2010, Thanksgiving-ish time, but really like middle school up until this year, I've been fatigued basically. So I've kind of fixed that with my own plan.
I
which I've
could
been
use that
working
too.
on.
Well,
Yeah,
I have a
I
reason to
need
be
some
fatigued,
help.
but
Yeah, you
I need a
major.
better lifestyle in
I mean, we
general.
all have
Yeah, me
reasons,
too.
but
Food,
your
eating, workout. Because I know you're a trainer.
lifestyle is like OSHA.
It's horrible.
Devil. I mean, someone should come in.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You
then
know what? It's the life I chose. Again, it's not a job you can just send people home and close the door for a little while.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
Someone's
That's why I
gotta
do this for fun.
Nice outlet.
A nice outlet, right?
Yes.
So let's see. So I have the plan. That's one thing. We can get like I'm a little serious when I talk about my nutrition plan, and then I counter that with a lot of acting and comedy work. I have a fraudulent psychic character. It's 'tis the season to be a fraudulent psychic, so that's my Guru Poo character. So where she's gonna come back out and give some shitty readings. She's full of shit. The Guru Poo is full of poo-poo.
Right before Halloween, we should have her come on.
That's
And
amazing.
give us
yeah.
readings. You
I should come in
her.
as the cat.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
I would.
Well, we have that
I
week,
would
we
love
can give all
that.
And I have
reading.
another one that's like kind of like a ghetto psychic. She's like, give me a palm. Your man ain't shit. I mean, I would go into your Akashic records and shit, but like, your man's records, I would tell you, but your man's records are, they're confidential and shit, you know? So there's like all types
Busted.
of fraudulent psychics, because I know a lot of liars that are psychics, and they inspired the character. And I
love it.
know really great psychics too. So there's a lot going on. But I shot
How
a
do you
movie.
feel out between shitty psychics and legit psychics?
When you know they're freaking lying.
Yeah.
Oh, we're rated R, fucking lying. Because who the hell says freaking? I don't know who says that. But let's see. I shot a movie last week. That was interesting. And I have a story about psychic stuff. I could tell that.
Lay it on us.
All right, so this is
hear
interesting.
it.
So first of all, before I get into this story, I just wanted to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Sarah Curley. I want to give a shout out to Michael Zinn. I give a shout out to my dad, to my dog Feldy, to Kes, my mom Isabel, my grandma Lucy, my uncle Henry Zinman in Malibu. I want to give a shout out to Will Colazzo, the producer of Bloody Nun, which we're going to talk about in 2 seconds. I want to give a shout out to, that's it. We'll go on. Anyway. Sorry, I had to do that. So the movie, right? This is actually interesting. I'm not being foolish. So we're shooting this movie called Bloody Nun. It's supposed to come out next month. Like a lot of things I do, there's a lot of delays, but hopefully it'll come out next month for real. And then there's a sequel, and I'll be starring in that. And it's a horror, and I play a YouTuber that basically warns ghost hunters to not go into this house because she has a vision. So when I'm playing the role, we shot this part at my house. I have a setup in my house, and I wanted to be authentic in the reading part. So I'm saying, guys, I really don't think you should go into the house. I had a vision, and I felt just like hot all of a sudden. And in like the psychic world, like if you get like hot or cold like really fast, like for me, when I channel information, like when I do health counseling or training, or I'm giving information health reason, like I'll get hot, and it's like almost I'll just go into this mode. But I got really hot, and maybe it was all the incense in my eyes, but I felt really weird. And we were talking about, Will and I, the producer, were talking about some really scary stuff because we had to kind of brainstorm what my roles were going to be. So we mentioned some like satanic creatures and some things that maybe they say if you speak things, you're speaking it to existence. You know, I nothing's proven or disproven, so okay. So we did this for a few hours. It's now like 3 a.m. or so. I'm about to go to sleep, and I learned in one of my psychic development classes, because I'm sort of a trained psychic, that if you want to kind of close a portal, or if you're doing readings, you can say the Our Father prayer. So you probably heard the Our Father, so that's great. So I used to keep this prayer by my bedside because I had some scary things happen to me. So I didn't have the prayer by my bedside. I moved to a new house. I'm not that deep into the game where I'm keeping like prayers by my bedside and shit. So I'm gonna say the prayer. I try to say it 2 times. I can't get through the prayer. I'm like, I couldn't remember all of it. So I tried 2 or 3 times. It's late. Made a mental note. Here's the interesting part. Tune into this, because I know I can go on, but you need to know the backstory. So I try saying it. It's 3 in the morning. I'm like, all right, Jen, learn that prayer, print it out or some shit. Go to sleep. Wake up. My bed's here. My closet's here. I'm a writer. I got stacks of papers everywhere, all over my house. Papers, organized files. I don't think there's any papers in my bedroom. I don't think so. My bedroom is just for sleeping and something. So, and smelling good, putting my perfumes on. So I look into my closet and I see a piece of paper. The floor is dark and I see a piece of paper sticking out. There's no papers in my room. Why is there a paper sticking out of my closet? Okay, it's folded in half. Pick it up. It's the Our Father prayer that I used to keep in my bedside table at my old house, my old apartment.
Wow. It's a little freaky.
Yeah, so this is kind of how my life is like.
Does that kind of stuff happen to you often?
All the time. All the time.
I was going to say that you should keep paper in your room because
Yeah?
they say a lot of
Write your
times you
dreams
get,
down?
well, sometimes you'll get a great idea, like a dream will hit. Okay. So as long as you have some way to
I
record.
can't read my handwriting.
I can't
I have
read mine
doctor
either.
handwriting, so.
But yeah, always keep
Yeah.
something you can log something in. And I know
I
this and
never
yet I
do that.
don't do it.
Yeah.
I've come up
Yeah.
with great jokes or great
I have
storylines
like
or whatever, and
crazy
I just don't
dreams
do
that
it.
would be like awesome.
Yes, I've
Yeah,
had
like
write
those
it.
too.
stories.
Write it.
And I never write it down. I have like sleep paralysis though, and I've had some
Oh.
scary shit happen to me. So it's kind of like one of those things I'd rather like keep it in a box under my bed and not
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah.
But in the horror world,
In the horror world,
Make
you
some
might
great
have some.
stories,
You might
yeah.
be channeling horror movies, like
yeah,
Oh,
Olivia.
well.
We
Whenever I
got
have
some
sleep
connections
paralysis,
too.
Olivia shows up.
Olivia. What's Olivia?
She visits me when I have sleep paralysis.
No way.
Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah.
So you have a ghost, Olivia.
Yeah.
That's like your resident ghost, like a resident DJ, like
Yeah.
your
That's a
That's a good
resident
movie
ghost.
title too,
Yeah.
Olivia.
Olivia. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Simple.
it is actually. Yeah, I like that.
Maybe
get
I'll
on it.
surprise you guys. Maybe I'll write about it.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen to me tonight. I'm gonna be all upset.
So give us some more details about Olivia. Like what?
The fir-
what would
okay,
the
so the
movie be
first
like?
time it happened to me, I was 16.
Okay.
We at my parents' house had, my old twin bed, and I had no, like they say, if you don't know what sleep paralysis is, it's like your mind's awake but your body's not, and it's terrifying. And there's a lot of pictures of like a demon or a devil sleeping on a woman's chest from like what's that era? Like medieval times to describe the feeling of it, and it really does feel like that.
Wow.
And the first time it happened, I kept hearing a man scream out Olivia, and even though I couldn't like see him, I could tell he was dressed in like it was like a green overcoat, screaming frantically for Olivia.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty
Wow.
crazy. And now every
What?
time it happens, Olivia hangs out.
Is Olivia
She's young.
feel
She's like
good?
a little girl. Yeah, she has
She's
a good energy.
alright?
It's a good energy.
All right, so maybe
She,
she's like a guardian angel or some sort, or a friend,
I'll
a
take
ghost
it.
friend.
Her presence is like a young girl.
Okay.
That's what it feels like.
Wow.
Yeah. It actually felt like the guy screaming frantically for her was a negative presence.
Oh my God, that's scary. That's one of the things that Will and I were talking about while we were shooting, and it's like, you know what? When you're talking about all these things, the vibe might
Yeah, I just
have
got
felt
chills
crazy.
talking now. I'm like,
Maybe you
I'm
want to
gonna
say
go
the Our
home.
Father
This is
prayer
this is
before
the time
bed.
to do
Yeah.
it though.
That's what I was told. Say
Just
the Our
once it
Father
came out,
prayer.
it's great to start
Let's all
telling
pray.
scary
Our Father who
stories.
art. No, I'm just kidding.
But Michael
But-
Zinn was aware of the book you were talking about. He just he said hi and
What's up,
he
Michael
has the book.
Zinn? Did you see my shout out? I gave you a shout out.
Rudy says cheers as well. Pat's watching. What's up, Pat?
What's
You know
up,
what?
Rudy?
Another thing we were failing at, we weren't interactive enough. I mean, we did our show. We're going to start getting more interactive. We're going to start
And
being
I-
on an online presence more often.
Yes, and I did promise our viewers that we would be online more, but during our break, we were not.
Yes.
I
I said the same thing. I
we
did
were way
nothing.
worse during our break, but I have to
Yes.
say a
Maybe
lot.
you needed a break.
Right, exactly. I mean, it was a
wanna
break for
try
a
to-
reason.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to try to get out there more. We will be on different formats as well now.
Absolutely.
iTunes. If it's not
Absolutely.
this show, by next show we're gonna have the iTunes thing squared
Nice.
away.
Finally, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It will.
So, and you guys let us know what you want to get active on. When we're live, I keep this right here. Eventually, we'll have something more official, laptop looking, so we can all
Yeah.
read along. So if you guys make comments,
Yeah,
can
sorry
see.
guys. I've no.
We're good.
Let's see.
I'll make a little
And
I'm
I
watching.
again, once we get squared away, because we kind of rushed to get everything together for the show.
Yeah, it
I
was
want
a-
to get our contest back.
It was important to us to not take too long of a break because, and this was Dennis's mindset, and I agree with him.
Yeah.
That if we took too long of a break, we wouldn't have the
We wouldn't have
momentum to
gotten
get back
back.
into it.
Yeah.
You know, and I agree with that. I got so into the swing of, you know, being with my daughter and trying to, figure out my work schedule, my school schedule, and then my hobby schedule.
But
So,
you're back.
I'm back.
It was
I'm
tough
back. I'm back and
going,
ready.
coming home from work, showering, changing, coming here, going home, changing, going back to work. It was just getting to be too much.
Yeah,
but again,
absolutely.
we
We
definitely
all
want to
need
get more active
breaks.
with you guys. We want to we still want to do our location shows. We still want to have that party. We still want to have the contest. I don't think we're gonna be able to pull the
What
contest off
contest?
before. I want to do. I'm not sure how we're gonna do it yet.
We
We
wanna-
might do one or both, a pinup or a cosplay contest.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And the winner will get like a photo shoot, something like that, and then it'll also be featured at the party we're gonna have,
Oh, that's fun.
which we kind of have squared away. But I just want to get things back on track and get out
Right.
there first, get the following,
Let's-
get the people involved that are gonna be, where we're having the party and everything.
Right.
So.
Like November, December, right?
Yeah, hopefully we can get everything squared away by then, and
Yeah.
maybe we could do like an end of the year type thing,
Nice.
Yeah.
but not too close to the holidays so it doesn't interfere with everybody, but enough where
That's good. You'll have like Halloween without, after
Yeah.
Halloween.
it's
I
it's
dig
always
it.
good to be Halloween.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have Halloween parties.
I would love to
after.
have Halloween
Like,
every day.
Yeah, I think I'm really considering though, like every 2 months or so having a Halloween party. I'm actually not kidding.
That's
I
actually what we're
wanna be a
going
part
for,
of
Mike.
that.
Is he said large iPad and stand. We're gonna get one. We're gonna get stuff with our logos and stuff printed on it.
Yeah.
We're gonna focus on making this a better show all around.
A better and more professional show and experience, definitely. And, there's some stuff that I have to work out for myself. I still get even right now, new place, everything's so new to me. I'm nervous. I'm tired. I'm yada, yada, yada. Nobody
you're
cares.
here.
But I'm right.
Yeah.
And it's important to have a certain presence. But you'll help me with my chronic fatigue.
Yeah, I can
Because
definitely.
that will help my, my
Yeah, I'm
presence.
powered up on so much. I'll give you guys like when I'm on.
help
So
me out.
if I know I have to speak, then a lot of times my brain can turn to mush and too many carbs or alcohol or not working out or working out too much or being depressed or like a breakup, which I haven't had in a really long time. There's a lot of things that can make me tired and draining people, like just people that want to like text all day, and there's just a million things that drain me, so I avoid them. But today I knew I was coming here, and I'm like, yo, we have to be awake. So I get Sprouts. I didn't have wheatgrass today. I got a green juice. I had beet powder, coffee, cacao, which is my special chocolate, which I gave them my really appetizing, aka not
wait to
appetizing.
try that.
This is pieces of my personal stash of chocolate. So
If
they're
anyone
like
from work is
pre-workout.
watching that is chocolate, it's
It's
not,
chocolate.
nothing funny.
Yeah, it's nothing
You
funny.
can test me
It's
when I
nothing
come
funny
back.
because that's expensive.
Yeah.
So why would I give?
That's
free,
why I laugh
you
about that.
know?
Nobody gives away
That's
free
true.
drugs. They're too
I
expensive.
People-
I
everyone
think that's
asks
so
me.
funny.
I'm
Larry threw a topic out there. If you wanna take
Yeah,
on
let's
this and
jump
run.
on it.
Oh,
He
wow.
wants to know what the obsession with Halloween is.
What
Me,
if you're asking what's wrong with you? Like
Yes.
why? Who's asking that?
Larry.
Why would you?
Larry.
Why?
Well,
I don't. Oh, he says I don't get it.
If he's
Yeah.
well,
if you don't get it, you don't get it.
yeah.
Isn't that Newsday or
Well-
that's no? It's New York Times.
I don't think he understands. Well, first of all, I love horror movies.
Well, no. Here's a good way to help you understand.
Larry,
the
do
way
you
that you feel
role
about
play?
wrestling
Larry, do you
is
have
the
a
way I feel about
girlfriend?
Halloween.
Does Larry have a girlfriend? Do you have a girlfriend, Larry? Respond. Let's see.
I don't think he does.
Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a wife? Do you have a
No, he
boyfriend?
definitely doesn't
Well, he
have a
does because
wife,
that's the whole better
because
half
that's the
thing.
whole
Frank's the
show,
married
yeah.
one. He's the single one.
Do you have anyone to
Well,
role play with? That's what I'm getting
there's
at.
a
It's
lot
called role
of
play.
there's a whole list of things that's great about it. First of all, just the creepiness of it. If you like horror movies or anything like that,
Spookiness,
is great.
yeah.
You get to dress up and be someone different.
Right.
Yeah,
which
I was going to get on that. That's a
cosplayers
big
kind of do
deal.
it year round, but it's good just to break the mold of the daily routine.
But also
That's
Halloween's help
so,
people
Larry. We're gonna
find
get you
themselves.
a girlfriend, and then you'll maybe get into role play, and then you'll understand Halloween. So that's one aspect of Halloween.
the
But
sluttiness of the costumes, come on. That alone, you should,
Theatrics.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
you know, comedy,
Yes.
horror.
You could be whoever you want that day, and you can be as into it or
Yeah.
as not into it as you want. You
Listen-
can walk out in a G-string and say that you're
Anything.
Batman, and
Yeah.
you could walk out head to toe completely covered and, say that you're a stripper. Like you could do whatever
Anything.
you want.
Well,
Yeah,
what's fun-
totally
I bring up the
creative.
slutty costumes because basically anything that you could think of, if you put sexy in front of it and put that to Google, a Halloween costume would probably show up. Sexy
Absolutely.
pumpkin, sexy
True.
anything.
Totally.
Sexy plumber.
Yeah.
It was just so disgusting.
We got your crack out, so.
I mean, hey, I'm covered in E. coli. Like, what?
What's not sexy about that?
I think I'll be a
Yeah.
sexy plumber this year.
Well, now you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it has
I don't
to
know.
happen.
I don't know. But you know what I like about Halloween is that, you know, like in the modern world, there's all this, oh, you're a different race. Oh, you're a woman. I'm a man. There's all this separation. You know, religion separates us. There's, oh, you're from the East Coast, West Coast. Like, there's so many different things that separate us, which I'm not into at all. Halloween, you could be a nun,
Anything.
a priest,
Totally.
a rabbi,
Anything.
all in the same room, and you're best friends. Well, how about this, everyone? This is my suggestion. Oh, sorry, I'm hitting the mic. I'm getting so excited. I'm hitting the mic. My suggestion is, why don't we just do this all the time? Why don't we just pretend every day is Halloween, and a witch and a warlock can be best friends?
I dig it.
All right, he says he gets it now. He's a Christmas fan, so that him Halloween is the opposite.
The
He
opposite.
sees why they're.
It's the same kind of thing, though. Like there's people that are obsessed with Christmas because of whatever feeling they get from it, and there's people that are obsessed with Halloween because of whatever feeling they get from it. It's
Right.
the same.
It's a
Yeah,
celebration either way. I know Halloween has the negative connotation with evil and
Please.
stuff like that, but it does because the
yeah,
horror movies go along with
so-
it. So
yeah.
again, if you're into religion and Christmas and stuff like that,
Right.
Halloween can be the anti-Christmas, but there's also a lot of celebration in Halloween,
me,
especially
it's
for
love.
kids. Look, they get to dress
There's
up.
a lot
now I'm
of-
hitting the mic.
there's a
Now I'm
lot
getting
of
excited.
love.
Woo! They get to run out and dress up and get candy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of misconceptions
What other
about
holiday can you go
Halloween.
door to door and get candy from people?
Never.
You're told all year don't take candy from strangers, and it's like, hey,
Right?
go get candy from strangers.
Yep. And it's the
And
one
then-
time I take candy from babies, and it's fine.
Yeah,
No.
because she's dressed up and you can't tell who she is, and she
Yeah.
gets away with it.
Yeah, you can tell. Actually, when I was at one point, I put the Scream costume on, and I forgot who I was trick or treating with, but I bent down to blend in with the kids, and I would knock on the door and go, "Hi, happy Halloween." I did this like 10 years ago, but I thought that was funny.
Nice.
I
I'm
know
like,
you
wow, I'm
mentioned about
pretending.
being anything, that you could be a woman, a man, or anything.
Anything.
And it actually reminded me of a funny story, if you want to share it, of something you posted on Facebook
Anything, sure.
about someone asked if you were a man.
Oh,
All the time. All the time.
No, no, just recently.
Oh, the
You know what I'm
post?
talking
Oh,
about?
I posted it?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you wanna tell that
Yeah,
story,
yeah,
go
it's
ahead.
hilarious to me. I told my dad about it. I was like, it's just so entertaining. So I'm listed as a man on Facebook. I don't really look like a man. My voice is like not super deep, not super. I can go really deep and really high. But the way I see myself is like, I'm a girl, right? But on Facebook, to keep the fleas away, I call them the fleas. The people that are just, hey, how you doing? Just sending you stupid messages. They're just fleas. Just go away, go away. I'm listed as a man, and it works. It's amazing. So it filters out all the people that don't have a sense of humor or creativity, whatever. So this guy messages me saying something about he wants to marry me or something. I missed it. Oops.
It was something like if you were his, he'd marry you.
Yeah, if you were mines,
Mines.
I'd marry
That's
you.
right. Because we said something about that. They
And
still
that
use
was,
mines.
and then like a year later, or months later, I don't know. I happened to come in. I'm in bed. It was like 11 or something, and it's like, are you a man? And I said, no, I'm the man. I'm not a man. Defriend and blocked. Like I couldn't respond. Like nothing.
Can you imagine that?
That's so convenient, though, that he blocked you.
Exactly. Weed yourself. That's what I'm talking about. It's time management protocol. That's why I do it.
This is one of my favorite things to talk about, actually, how like people are just creepy, because I'm listed as married. My profile picture is of me and my husband. There's
Yeah.
pictures of our daughter. Like clearly,
It's very
and
clear that you're married.
Yeah, very clear.
More than a lot of people.
And I was like going through that folder of like, message requests because a friend of mine that I saw at RC Dugans from my past
Right.
went to message me and try to add me on Facebook. And all of a sudden there was like a list of all these people just saying like, hey, what's up? Hey, sexy. No idea who any of them are.
Oh, in a special
asked-
folder?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
the one where like they're not your friend.
Yeah,
And,
that folder.
It was super creepy. Super
It
creepy.
is. It is
Yeah.
a little.
I want to figure out who is a scammer trying to tell me that they're a prince and get all my money, and who is just like completely disrespectful of like,
You could know. I feel like you tune into it, you'll know.
I usually don't respond. I usually just ignore.
Yeah.
I prefer to ignore things that.
I don't like to ignore people, but I guess you have to.
In that
Sometimes you have to.
situation, I think it's okay.
Yeah, because I know at one point, you know, in this life, I don't want to be ignored. I think it's like really mean to ignore someone and you totally invalidate them,
I think that
but you have to.
no
sometimes.
answer is an answer. It's like
Yeah.
the strongest answer
100%.
and the strongest message you can give someone.
Yeah.
So I think depending on the situation, ignoring somebody is the most appropriate response.
Yeah.
We kind of discussed that when Sarah was on too, because you guys are bartenders, and
Yes.
it can get pretty hairy and creepy and
I had a-
obsessive with some people.
Yeah.
So sometimes
yeah.
you just gotta.
Do you have bartender like stalkers, like fans?
I don't want to jinx myself because right now I'm okay.
Do you have fans?
But
though?
I've had some stalker issues, some
Really?
pretty serious stalker
Legit?
issues,
Oh,
like
wow.
legit, like leaving strange things on my car, and you know, what are all the things that
White
happened?
Castle, flash drives.
Oh my God, yeah. I don't know if I want to relive that right now.
No.
No,
We-
no,
we did
nobody
that.
does.
Actually, when I was modeling, I had some really creepy stuff where I put on Facebook. I checked in to Parlay,
No, you never check in.
and yeah, that was that was a rookie mistake.
Never,
Total
never.
rookie mistake.
Never
No,
check in.
actually, Mike, it's the perfect time to send a dick
And,
pic while we're
um,
talking about this.
And
he's a friend of
the
mine.
guy showed up. Remember that short guy that stalked
Yes,
me?
yes, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Show it up to the yeah.
He
No.
showed up, and he's the type of he'd wear like a biker vest,
Right.
but like a really low shirt. He was really hairy, and he's like half my size.
A biker vest, and he's really hairy.
Like he had like a
And he
white
shows
beater
how-
under it. Yeah,
who's styling this dude?
no one. That's why he's stalking
Himself.
girls.
That's a weird. That's a funny character. Though.
He
I might
came
have to
to. He
steal
would come
that.
to the bar I used to work at and just cry and like throw things because I was in a relationship. Yeah,
Mike,
would
I'll
cry
look
and
for them
throw
later.
things.
'cause
he cried. Yeah, yeah.
I know he sent them to me, so
what, the dick pics.
yeah. And Larry wishes someone would leave White Castle in his car, right? How come people don't do this for
First
us?
of all, it was all American. It was a bag
Oh,
of
it's all American. Sorry.
My car was parked a block away from my job. It was a bag of All American and a PBR, which, by the way, I'm a bartender and I worked at a beer distributor, so I had copious amounts of
What's a bag of all American cheese?
All American.
You know what's all
burger.
American burger?
Oh, okay. I was like, you have a bag of. I mean, I'm just being silly.
It was,
that would be funny if they have a bag of American
But it
cheese in your
torrentially
car.
rained that day, so I came out to my car after working all day to like this like strong, lonely PBR covered in like mush. I was pissed.
Why was it mush? The
Because
it
windows were open?
rained.
The windows are open?
No, he
No, he
left
left it on the car.
on my car.
Oh, okay. Never mind. All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was
But-
like,
but
I don't.
Again, just the thought process. Who goes out to a car and goes, ooh, a snack. Let me just eat this food that's been left right on the hood of my car.
So
No.
strange.
Because I'm sure it's safe.
I don't know.
That's so weird.
No roofies
Yeah.
in there.
I don't understand why
right?
he didn't just walk in and hand it to me.
Yeah, that is.
You know?
Yeah, that's
Like
that's
I
very
might have
interesting.
at the time.
I like
I
that.
might have appreciated it because this particular stalker wasn't like full. He wasn't like like deep into stalking me yet. After I rejected his proposal, it became like some serious stalker stuff.
But
Well,
again, I just wonder,
you know,
it must work for
that's
these
life.
guys, because why do they do stuff
No,
like
it's
that?
not. a mental thing.
You
I
think
don't- I don't-
leaving a bag of food on someone's car works for someone?
It had to. Why would you do that? I don't know.
No, I'm gonna do that.
I hope not.
Next time I like a guy, I'm gonna leave a bag of food on his car, especially when it's raining.
I like Taco
Yeah.
Bell, so
And maybe.
But you have to add the PBR.
if I see Taco Bell
was
in
the
my car,
best
I know
part.
it's you.
Really? All right, Taco Bell. All right, that's our
right.
thing now. I'm gonna leave a bag of Taco Bell in
So-
your car when you
I
go.
want to
Now,
see this.
now you
when
model.
you leave your girlfriend. Leave your girlfriend for me. I'll
she'll,
leave Taco
she'll
Bell.
take it too. She's all right with that.
All right.
She's in on it. V, is it okay if she starts leaving me gifts on my car like Taco Bell? You can write
What's
in.
up, Sean
Should-
Stern?
Put in your order now, V.
Yeah.
I say hi to Sean
She's already
Stern.
liking it.
I gotta
so
say hi to
we're
Michael
good.
Zinn. I gotta give a shout out to my friend Megan. I gotta give a shout out to my dog Feldy, who doesn't. Actually, my dog does watch TV. She might actually understand. for real.
Mike's sending his address. He wants some Taco Bell too. Jason just tuned
Michael
in. Jeannie-
Galliano. Am I
Jeannie's
saying
listening
that
as
right?
well.
Hi, Jeannie.
I try to say hi to people, but sometimes I forget.
I don't have my phone out, so I'm sorry,
Yeah, see?
guys, for not
What
getting
Veronica
personal
just said,
hellos.
sure.
All right. We're gonna leave bags of food on people's car. That's the new service.
No,
But do you think that would be a fun, like, okay, so if I didn't know it was from him, if I didn't know that I had this stalker, creepy guy, like, what would you do if you just walked out to your car to a bag of food and nobody said anything? It was just
That's-
there.
Me? I'd be
Right?
say I'd open up like,
This.
what the fuck is it? I'd throw it away. I'd be
See,
mad.
he said to me hours later, like, did you like your lunch?
My thought would be, who the
Yeah, I
hell
got
left
the
their
text
food on my
message.
car?
I
I
was-
wouldn't think it
How
was for
old
me.
is this guy? So if you're
We had to
tuning
be
in
like-
now,
we
a
had to
guy
be
left
like
a bag of food
23.
on her car. That's her stalker, and
This was years
23.
ago. But I was
Okay.
like, I'm 30 now. I was probably about 23 when it happened.
clutch move, leaving the bag of food on ladies' cars.
Okay, well, I want to turn it to you a little bit because you model as well.
Sure.
And you get some sexy pictures online. So
Yeah,
do you
got
go
some
through
great
this?
work.
I'm sure
well,
you get
I
it.
am listed as a man on Facebook, so that does help. It does weed
See,
out a
that's the
lot of
secret.
people. That's part of it. I was a divorced man. I was a happily married man, back and forth.
Which
now,
works better for you?
The status is unknown on social media, but I'm still I'm not a man. I'm the man, so that helps.
Yes.
I do get a
'Cause
lot of.
I guess what
Actually, this is interesting. I had a 16-year-old, and he was kind of good looking if I was into that. But yeah, he's 16. He just turned 17. Excuse me, and he was messaging me like Harlequin novel, rated X. Romance novels through my Instagram DM, and I actually just delete them now, but I was saving them for a while, and I have them screenshotted because they're so well written. He probably copies and pastes, but they're fascinating. And he would send me porn videos of himself. He's on a porn site, and he's into women that
Wow.
look like me, and it was his dream to come to New York and meet me, and you know,
Where's he
meet
from?
me. He's from Spain. And his mom would get his Instagram and shut it down, so he's made multiple Instagrams and messaged me these porn videos of himself. That's
Wow.
probably one of the more interesting ones.
that is almost like intriguing.
And I would, and I
I'm-
would respond back as if I was his mother, and I would be like, watch out for pretty women with STDs. I would try to give him snippets of wisdom as an older person.
Wisdom. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
I would try to shed some light on this 16-year-old. I'm in the presence now to help out the youth generation. So, you know.
You want to respond to any of those?
Yeah, let's see.
Yes, it was on the hood of the car. I
It was
believe,
on the
right?
hood. I had
that
a
answers
Subaru
Maggie's question.
Forester, and it was on the hood on the driver's side.
And nobody's wasting Taco Bell. If Jen leaves it on my hood, I'm eating it. Don't worry about it. And,
I'll leave you healthier. Thanks.
And Jason's on the fence because yeah, he would leave his drinks around trying to get roofied.
You know, bartending at, you know, in general, actually, I get
If you
so
don't know who
many
Jason is,
people-
Jason was the manager at the bar we both worked at, just to
Yes.
keep everybody else
Yes,
in.
and one of my favorite
line.
human beings.
Yeah, great guy. We got to have him on. We got to tell his
I
stories.
would
and
love
have him
that,
on.
yeah. But being a bartender at the different places, everybody makes that joke, like they'll leave me the drink, be like, you watch that unless you're gonna put something in it, you know?
Yeah, you're
like,
gonna
I get
watch the
that
drink while you're
joke all the
bartending.
time.
We started doing
certain
it to
people
each
I do.
other.
I
Really?
certain
The
girls.
not that we actually roofied each other, but we made the jokes to each other.
That's fine.
Oh, all the time. But certain
Yeah.
girls, I'll hold their drink for them.
Oh,
because
really?
one girl was like,
Why can't they just bring it with them? Like,
You know, I never asked that question, and I
Like,
feel like
that's just
something
Well, if
I
they were
should
going
have
outside to
asked.
smoke.
Going outside to smoke because you can't bring your drink
all right.
outside.
All right.
This one girl told me her whole
I
life
was
story
the
about
media
being
that made her bring it
roofied
in.
and afraid, and she like put a bunch of napkins on her drink, and then still asked me to put it behind the bar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because a guy can't
Well,
go.
that's smart. But actually, you know, like in Mexico and some corrupt places, like the bartenders roofie you.
Oh,
Yeah.
So like a lot of people think, oh
Absolutely.
yeah,
I've heard
I'll go
stories.
I'll go
I
on
know people
vacation.
that went through that with the bartender. So.
Yeah, you're not safe if you go on vacation
No.
and hold your drink because you don't know if the bartenders are
Yeah.
in with the government.
Take care, Larry. We will.
Hi, Larry. Thanks
We'll
for
be in
tuning
touch. We'll
See you
definitely have
next
you over
Tuesday.
here.
See
You'll
you
love
next
this place.
Tuesday.
We got to have you on. And we'll be watching. Well, Teresa won't watch your wrestling show because she
I'll
doesn't
watch
like
your wrestling show. I just want to understand it.
Well, he's
I'll
got
just need
15
some
others you can
guidance.
watch.
I
If
need
you
some
skip that
guidance.
one, I don't think he'd mind if you missed that
He has a
one.
couple that I'm really, really
He's
into.
got the retro
and stuff
gaming one.
That one.
Yeah.
That's one that I'm
That's fun.
all about. But I'll still support. I just won't
Jeannie
understand.
roofied Jason once, but he thought it was just bad vodka. That might have been the time when he walked around the bar.
Let's
Or the
not
time
tell,
he
let's
threw
not
the
tell
chair.
Jay's stories.
No, we're just throwing the seeds out there. We'll let him
Snippets.
grow
I
a
have to
little
meet
bit.
this person now.
Fantastic human being.
Yeah.
I like
With a
people
fantastic
with
wife.
stories. I like characters. So, okay. I'll let you
No,
guys
throw
go.
it out there.
No,
Do your
no.
thing.
So
Go
I have
for it.
I have a list of 56 different like genisms and things I think about life that I came up with at like 3 a.m. the other night, like a couple weeks ago. So I just brought it with me, and I don't know.
Pull one out.
Yeah,
All right, let's
go for it.
At random.
All right, I'm gonna pull out. All right. So, sleeping alone is ideal. That's one. Never trust charming people.
I like that one.
I don't trust charming people. I don't.
You can't.
You can.
You can't.
Well, look, my cousin's charming.
Different kind of charming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. Because that's what makes him a great salesman too. Is because you can.
He's-
You haven't met my cousin yet. You got to meet a great guy, but
Okay.
he's
He's confident, not arrogant. Huge difference.
right. But
Okay.
again,
Huge
we're
difference.
talking like a
And he's a good speaker. He can
Yes.
just turn
Yeah,
it on.
yeah.
So anyone that can turn it on at any point, I don't trust you. No. And that's including myself.
But he doesn't turn on. He's like that all the time.
yes. It's just his personality.
Yeah.
But how about when here's the thing though, when he's by himself,
He
like,
would still do that.
he would
Yeah,
talk
he's-
to himself
Yeah.
like that?
Well, we don't know because we're not
That's
with
what
him.
I'm
If he saw
saying. Because
himself.
maybe whenever he's with people, he's in like people mode. you
Well,
know?
if it's one person or 100 people, he's the same way.
Okay.
Well,
So
Okay.
I'd
Nobody's
have
the
to say it's
same. You know, like I'm not the same with my husband as I am with you, as I am with
Yeah,
you.
we're
as
all
I am,
different
you know,
versions. I mean, I
like,
go to
we're
work, I'm
all-
a different person because I have
Right,
to
and
be. I'm on
everybody- yeah.
stage, I'm a different person because I have to
Exactly.
be.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Or you just are. Like there are certain people that I'm around that like if I don't like you, I'm weird around you.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
I shut down. Or if I really like you, I'm weird around you because I'm really into it. And I
Right,
really want
right,
to talk
right.
to you, and I'm really
Yeah.
animated. You know, we got a million shades.
charming
What are you
people.
giggling at?
Well, Mike said if he can make a girl laugh, he can make her do anything, and he's proven that point.
Mike who?
Back in the
Yeah?
day, my friend Mike.
Oh.
He
What kind of
He-
things did girls do for this, Mike?
anything
Mike?
he wanted. Once he made them
Well-
laugh, they
Well,
were
Mike,
basically
let's
putting
give
in
us
his
some
hand.
examples. What have you
but,
made girls do?
Jason made me laugh too because he said Jesus was charming, and I'm sure he was judging at the same time. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
we all knew Jesus, and that's another one on my list. If you weren't there, you don't know.
And
I
again,
wanna
we'll
say
just
it
leave that
so
one sit
bad,
there.
but I'm
'cause
not
we
gonna
get-
say it.
I was going to tell the story when we did a story, but we got to have it. We got to have
Jay's
it.
got to be here. Yeah.
Let's see. All right. Be rich, act regular. That's an MO of mine.
Jeannie's charming and trustworthy, and she never tried to roofie you. You didn't have
Thank
to, though.
you.
That sounds like a full package.
Yeah.
Trustworthy, charming, never tried to roofie. Run for president.
Yeah.
I mean, Facebook Live is truth serum.
But I mean, do we want to address each topic you bring up? Because
Yeah,
you
if you
brought up the
want.
sleeping alone
If you
too.
want.
There
Yeah,
are definite
yeah.
perks to sleeping alone if you want sleep. Like when after,
Isn't that what you do? You sleep to sleep. right?
Yeah. But when someone's in bed with you, it's not always as easy. It
Yeah.
can be comforting too, that aspect of it. But when I want
I'm
to
a
sleep,
snuggler.
yeah,
You can sleep though. You still wake up and you feel rested if you're snuggling.
Yeah, I'm a snuggler.
I don't.
I don't.
Yeah, when I work a double, I want to be alone.
Yeah.
I want to sleep.
Yeah.
and Get
When
up
I'm
and
sleeping,
go back
I'm
at it.
sleeping.
Yeah.
And when I'm eating, and I want to be left alone.
My cat could be in the bed. That's about it.
Right. 10 minutes? Damn.
Yeah.
All right, so
Time's
sleep
flying.
alone.
All right, so we got those. What's next?
Many people worth celebrating will never be celebrities.
Ooh, I like that one. True story.
Facebook
Hey,
Live is truth
Mike
serum.
Heffert and Ashley just checked in. We know them from billiards as well.
Oh, here. Some people in jail are more righteous than the people making laws. Some lawmakers break the rules more than people in prison for breaking the rules.
I can attest to that firsthand.
Perfect.
There are some people in there that definitely realize they made a mistake and work very hard to
Change that.
not only change it, but change other people and keep them in line so they don't continue to make the same mistakes.
I like that.
I got to say, because for those who don't know me, I'm a corrections officer as my main job. And I do feel bad for some people in there because they really didn't have a chance. They grew up in a family that just everybody was in jail at some point.
Yeah. It's
That's
sad.
the life
so
they know,
sad.
and it's just what's going to
Yeah.
happen for them. And sometimes it wakes them up. Sometimes it's just that's their life. That's what they're going to do the rest of their life is just
Yeah,
being
it's
out of
sad.
jail.
It is
Yeah, you
sad.
gotta break the cycle. You
Yeah.
gotta. I was listening to Kevin Hart and P. Diddy interviews yesterday, and they were basically like saying that they stayed out of trouble because their mothers were so hard on them. Like their mothers just kept them inside. Like Kevin Hart's mom supposedly would call him up and keep him inside at 6 o'clock. He had to be inside. He never saw night.
Right.
And he had this crazy work ethic, which he still obviously has.
You got to find that happy medium, though. You don't
Yeah.
want to completely be controlling because, again, it's the
Yeah,
whole
you
Catholic
don't-
schoolgirl thing.
You don't want to be too
completely
sheltered
restrain
because then you
someone, they
become
break out,
very
become the opposite.
rebellious.
That's true. That's true.
You know.
But I will say, as far as the lawmakers go, too, the lawmakers are motivated usually by power and money.
Yeah.
And I will say, too, there are people in jail that don't belong in jail. They belong
Yeah.
in a mental health facility, but because there really aren't any, because it costs money,
That's sad too, though.
yes.
Oh, here's another one. Okay. The more she texts you, XOXO, hey lady, hey girl, girly, the less you can trust her. That's my.
Yeah, totally.
XOXOs
Totally.
is like,
I called
Yeah.
That's it.
pretty early in the Facebook days. When somebody overposts something, it's usually the opposite
Bullshit.
of what it is. So,
Okay.
for example, I love this person. We're the best together. We had the best day. Here's us here. Here's us there. We're the great. They're
Yeah.
having the most problems in their relationship.
Yep.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
And I've been
Totally.
right every time. And I think it's the same thing. If they're hey girl, XOXO, they're shady. They got something
Yeah.
going
They're
on.
snakes.
every
Yeah.
girl who's
Yeah.
ever texted me these, hey girlies, hey
Yeah.
girl, hey girl, hey
I
babe,
hate being
hey
called
lover,
girly
hey lover.
from anybody.
Yeah.
girly. Yeah, it just
At the time, it doesn't bother me, but I always walk away, and then days later or like minutes later, like they'll get me under their spell for a second, maybe, and I'm like,
yeah.
oh, and then I'll be like, that was
Bitch.
fake. That was, yeah.
Well, you know it's full of shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't XO anything. I won't even do hi and bye. You know I text. It's just like it's horrific. Hence voicemail.
Yeah, usually I can't talk at the time when I'm. That's why I just answer back.
That's all good.
But Frank just checked in.
Hi, Frank.
Again, don't forget
What's
Frank
up, Frank?
Zamputo.
What's up, Frank? We miss
Kayla
you.
Logistics.
I miss you, and I miss your lovely wife.
347-536-3933. Just throwing a quick one in there.
There you go.
I got another one.
Yeah, what do you
Yeah,
got?
throw it out. Throw it
Yeah?
out.
Yeah, we got about
Yeah.
5 minutes left.
The
Just,
only
your show
people,
coming
the
after
only
us.
people who have ever told me you're too much, we're too little. 100% true.
Yeah, and that's another thing. People
Oh,
are
yeah.
down, they want to keep you down. So if
Or they're
someone
just
starts,
boring.
Misery loves company. Yeah, they
Misery.
totally.
Yeah.
Like if you
Like
know,
I've never
if they
been
hate
told-
themselves, they're going to try to knock everybody else down.
These ones actually, I don't know. I don't know if these are self-haters. I've only heard that a handful of times, but they're
Well, what do
all
you
from
mean
people
by
who
it?
are boring as fuck. Like they'll be like, let's say I tell a joke, or one I was with a bunch of Afghan girls out to lunch, so they're very not uptight, but they're you have to watch
Different
your.
culture, yeah.
So I thought I know the line. I've been in public. This is rated R, so I'm more free right now. But I get a text under the table like, don't talk about this topic, and then the same person in a mass text where I sent a meme of something funny. It was like kind of a little racy meme that I made years ago, and it was like, I don't know if you should send messages like that. And it's like, you're too little. Like,
Yeah.
I'm too much, you're too little. Let's see if this person's watching. Oops, if you are, I'm sorry. I guess I'm going to get defriended.
Megan, you're right.
Maybe that's better though if they can't.
I
hang,
don't know.
You know?
Little
I
backtrack.
don't know.
Megan wrote it said that mental health is not taken as serious as it really is, and the patients that really need the help aren't getting the proper treatment. And you're right, but again,
Yeah.
it's money motivated. Nobody wants to pay for it. That's
It's also a
ultimately what it
social
comes down
a
to.
social thing too. It's such a no to have some kind of mental illness. It's so not accepted as an
Yeah,
Last
illness.
Boy Scout. Good,
That's my
good,
friend who
quote
works
there,
at
Mike.
Pilgrim State. Yeah. Yeah, that's sad, the mental health.
Let me see.
A couple more topics you could throw out there. We got some
Yeah,
time.
all right.
Yeah.
Let's run through them. Let's run through them.
I wanted-
Never trust anyone who smiles on cue.
I don't know why you'd say that, no. But again, I think it's that same thing. It's, how shady are they if they...
What kind of smile though? Like if it.
Like,
are you
let's
talking
say,
about ones
let's
that
say
look
they're
natural?
doing like Facebook Lives, you'll see it a lot, where you see people going Facebook Live. Hi guys, how you doing? What are you smiling at? It's a phone or a camera or whatever.
I think it's that
I have a nervous smile though. I'm doing it right now.
15
You know?
minutes,
No,
so like,
no.
you're a broadcaster at that point.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, everybody,
I
Yeah,
don't like
what's
it.
better? Like, hey, what's up, guys? Or,
Yeah, hey,
so
what's up, guys?
This is
Hey.
what I'm doing. If you want to tune in,
everybody
like,
tune into my
there's-
show tonight. It's lots
Maybe
of fun.
like just like a normal, like the way I talk to I try to do it the way I talk to like my grandparents who are alive and my living grandma. Just like, I'll think of them on the other. I'll think of actual friends and I'll talk to them like I'm real. Like I'm trying to be really real. I'm not gonna be like, hey, oh my god.
I guess it depends on what you're doing. I mean, if
I
I'm
don't-
doing that
yeah.
at
I'm
Facebook Live to
awkward as
promote
hell.
something, I want that energy out there because I want
Yeah,
the energy back.
energy's good.
Right.
So-
Yeah, but authenticity.
Energy is good. Yeah, well, that's the thing. You're going to feed off that energy, and if it's authentic, you're going to feed off it more.
Missy's giggly and happy when she's nervous too.
Yeah, it's okay.
I love you, Missy.
The more
She's
we
like my
talk,
I love
Actually,
her.
just
She's
being that she
sweet.
just commented, I got to give her.
Yeah.
She's been so
Supportive.
supportive of me with my comedy and us of the show. She's
Been
made
visiting
sure
at the bar. Good.
Yeah, she's come down to visit you. She's supportive of you. She made sure I got to play Dangerfields by rounding up enough people and some other things. So we'll
You're-
call you
you're a good
Missy.
soul,
Yes,
Missy.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
And anytime you need help when you get your stuff ready, we'll get that going.
All right, here's another one. Going to your questions, you get weird messages. Only men message me with, "What are you doing up? Go to sleep." Like, why is the male breed so obsessed with my sleep habits? Never have I ever gotten a message from a woman or a female saying, "What are you doing up right now? Go to sleep."
I'm guilty.
I totally.
But you know what?
have,
I'm up all
though.
night because
Yeah.
of
Like
my
a mom
job.
way.
So if I see if I see
you're
you
not
pop on at 2
flirting
in the
with
morning,
girls.
no, it's not that I'm flirting, but what are you doing up?
No, I think you're genuine.
Yeah.
though. I
Yeah.
think
But
these
I
are like,
know
what
what
are you
you're
doing?
saying.
It's like,
Like
a
the
flirt
excuse
thing.
to try to get you to come over type thing.
I
Like
don't,
the shady.
I don't know, or just to talk.
One more quick one, and we'll wrap it up because we got like a
All
minute
right,
and a half
all right.
left.
Let's get it going. Why do people who feel very unofficial name themselves official blank on Instagram? Like you'll see someone with like no friends, like 100 followers. Not that that means whatever. Or like someone who like literally a
Officially
recluse, be
most
like
famous
the
person on
official
the
John
internet.
Perot. Like
Yeah.
why are you official?
You know,
I think
we
it's an
joke
ego
about that
boost.
with the #1 show.
Yeah.
Everybody's got the #1 show.
Everybody, yeah. I think
Well-
it just make themselves feel better.
Just to wrap it up real quick, you got something coming
Here's
up?
the
you
last
wanna
one.
plug?
We'll end it on a positive one because all mine were a little bit feisty. The world needs more beautiful souls. If you see one, cultivate it. Get motivated, not haterated.
No haterade.
No
I like it.
haterated.
I like it.
Yeah, anything you want to push real quick? You got anything coming up?
Living well, love yourself. I got lots of things coming out. 4 feature films I'm working on between last week and next month. So we'll see where those go. Some short films. My health plan. If you're tired or you want to lose 5 or 500 pounds, call me because fat loss is easy. Haven't tackled cancer yet, but chronic fatigue, insomnia, fat loss, skin clarity. I'm your girl. And training. We got crazy workout classes coming up that are going to be insane.
Wednesday night, Friday night, and Sunday day. See Teresa at Dugan's.
Yep.
I will
Got
promote
it.
my comedy more next week because we're out of time. But tune in, share our show, tune in. We'll be back next week. Not sure who we're going to have on yet, but it's
I
going to
might
be
not
fun.
be here next week. Sorry, guys.
We might have a co-host again.
Bye.
But we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye,
See you
guys.
next Tuesday.
Or Monday.
Monday.